Beach, stay in the middle of the thing.
Yeah, not street prachar, beach prachar. New videos coming out soon. We're by, sorry. Oh, cameraman dropped a few times.
North Hills, do you agree?
Oh, that's my fork.
Do you want to wash it?
No, basic rules, man.
That's staying in.
So when it comes to doing Simran, we should never be ashamed. We should do it purely from the heart and never be ashamed of doing Simran, alright?
Just like Jeta Samundra Sagar, this ocean,
Is anyone's name I didn't call out? Put your hand up if you're not here.
So, where are we going today, bro?
We're going to the Seven Sisters hike today.
And where are we?
I don't know, bro. On that M4, innit?
Alright, so we're on the coach now to the Seven Sisters.
Yeah.
And it's been around, I think, 2 hours we've been on the coach? No.
It's been about an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, and I think we're half an hour away.
Yeah.
And it's going well so far, right? They're doing like Bajad and they're talking to everyone.
No, we haven't.
Oh, jeez, what are you doing? How are you doing, East? You alright?
Hello.
Where are we going today?
Seven Sisters.
Yeah. Are you excited?
Beach, stay in the middle of the thing. But actually, there's gonna be a beach.
There's going to be a beach?
Yeah,
That's really fun.
in the middle of the hike.
How's the journey been so far?
Boring. Yes. That's a train track, not a leg.
So we've just reached Seven Sisters. As you can see behind me, everyone's getting off the coach. We had a pretty decent coach journey actually. Went really quick. We were just talking to everyone, had a great time. East was making us laugh most of the way. And I think generally everyone's feeling really positive and really looking forward to the walk. So there's a little map here of the Seven Sisters. Let's check it out. So we're currently over here, right? And then we're gonna do all of this route all the way until the beach, which is here, isn't it? It looks really beautiful in the photos, and really nice place, isn't it, at the moment?
Welcome to Seven Sisters of South Pena. We don't know their names, but we'll make the names up as we go along the day. Thank you so much for your patience and your attendance already. Mariskipa, we're ready. We're just going to set you up and register you guys. So please, if you make a line along this way over here, guys, and then just let the patients know your names, and we'll just quickly finish the registration process. Thank you so much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Calcing with the motivational speech there to start the day off.
More like administrative speech. Of somebody else will do the more motivation speech.
You're looking very sick today, bro.
I'm looking like a
proper basic stuff.
I'm looking like a half a banana.
So, are you guys excited for the hike?
Yeah, really excited.
Very excited.
Can't wait, you know. What do you want to say?
Oh wait, have you sorted out your glasses?
Yeah.
Wait.
Hello, and what made you come on this hike today?
Here, come. Please come in the middle with us. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So today we're here at Seven Sisters on the south coast of England, and we're about to start the basic Sikhi hike. Amazing atmosphere so far. Yeah. And with Guru Sahib's Gidbar, London was here first. Big up London. Yeah. Still waiting for Birmingham to come. Still waiting for Birmingham. As usual. But they love bigging themselves up, right? Yeah, they love it. But yeah, London's here first. We're ready to go.
We're waiting for the Birmingham coach to arrive. Typical Midlands late. So please come over and help yourself to some snacks. Thank you.
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Pretending he's recording so he can get a file.
Look, I got a croissant here, and I put French music on it.
Why are you so impressed with yourself?
You also put French music on it.
That about girls thing.
You put French music on. So, Sangat ji, we've just had our breakfast and we're still currently waiting for the Birmingham coach. So everyone's just waiting around. We've got Singh's here from London. First aider, why would you go So Singh, tell us a bit more about how you did your first aid training.
I did it for work, but I'll be honest, don't trust me though. If something happens, just do a dance to Maharaj, man. I'm not saving you, man. When it's your time, you're gone, man. Maharaj, we'll be alright today, innit?
That puts a lot of faith. A lot of man. Thank you so much, man. Are you looking forward to the walk?
Yeah, it should be good, man. Good time with this thing, innit?
Yeah, it's quite a lot of people here already.
A lot of
Sangat here already, and it's only London so far.
Yeah, Birmingham to go.
Still waiting for Birmingham, but standard for Birmingham, yeah. Maharaj, good for anyway.
Should be good, man.
So, Sukhdev Singh. How you doing, bro? You alright?
I'm good, thank you.
How was your journey here?
Journey was good. These A roads are really tight, man.
Yeah,
I was getting quite worried.
Yeah.
I was like, hopefully a car doesn't come across really fast and stuff. So that's when the Wahegurus came out and the movement started. But it's nice to be. There's loads of Sangat here.
Yeah. And this is only London so far, isn't it?
Yeah, this is London and even the locals as well. So I met one Singh who's only come from like 45 minutes.
Oh, that's right.
Not too far. So here somewhere in the countryside, Southampton Sangat are here. We're waiting for Birmingham Sangat to come down from up north. And big shout out to all the Sewadars as well, March Kirpa. They just did so much in the background to put this stuff together as well. So even like all the sign-ups and the food.
Yeah, breakfast is wicked, huh?
Yeah, what's your breakfast?
Croissants, yeah?
Yeah.
Pano chocolate.
What do I call it? Chocolate croissant? Chocolate croissant.
Nah, you call it something else.
And you got really offended when I said that to you once, innit?
Was it in India you said it?
No, it was at Gadami Singh's house.
Oh yeah, you call it a chocolate croissant.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this guy on?
Why can't I say that for? Why do you get so offended if I say that?
Because it's a pano chocolate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but why can't I call it a chocolate croissant?
Nah, that's Biadvi, bro. That's pure Biadvi.
So what was it like being on the coach?
Coach was good. I was actually going to come in the car first,
yeah,
the Damanji Singh. But then I thought, be with the Sangat and get the full experience of the hike. Okay. It's really nice because it went really quick.
Yeah,
it's like we were expecting it to be like 2.5 hours, but it actually took around an hour and a half.
Okay,
it's good. And we had Ishwar with us on the coach.
Okay,
and she was just making jokes throughout the whole thing. And she actually led a moon mantra job, which is really nice. Yeah.
Have you got that recorded as well?
Yeah, I got it recorded. Wow. So it was
that's really cool, man.
I had a really great journey. Great experience, and just to meet the Sangat from a local area, yeah, it's nice as well, right?
No, definitely, man.
And even here, like the views are just beautiful. How was it doing?
It's chilling. It's really nice, really scenic. Yeah.
Have you signed up?
How many times did you break the speed limit?
None.
That's a lie. That's a massive lie. There's a funny story on the way to Singh's camp. Him and Hukam and Daman are in the car, yeah? He's driving so fast that these lot are messaging in that group, why Guruji, we're gonna die soon, please do our dance. That's how bad his driving is.
Not bad.
Yeah, bad.
Hey, not as bad as what you did to Ostaji.
Who?
You and Damansi nearly killed our Ostad.
Don't want to tell that story.
Tell the story. What did you do?
So we were on the way to Scotland, yeah? We saw the Scotland sign, welcome to Scotland, and I got so excited, welcome to Scotland sign, I just pulled up at the side, didn't turn my car off, didn't put the brake on, I jumped out of the car to get a photo. And when I looked back, all I saw was Starji in the car and the car rolling backwards. So I ran back to the car and
yeah.
I forgot to put the handbrake on.
I forgot to put the handbrake on. That's the story of that.
Yeah, that's.
I got a good shot though, and then that's what counts, isn't it?
No, not really. We need to kill our star. But I think it's a good story.
Off for that one. So far, so good.
Yep.
Journey's been nice. Sangat's been great. Breakfast has been awesome. Looking forward to the rest of the hike.
Let's go.
So we're just going to be on the full map. What did you see? Very nice, isn't it?
Vegan croissant.
I just did I did a taste test earlier. It's sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially for vegan stuff, it's good, isn't it?
You would have thought vegan stuff is disgusting, but this is actually alright.
This is the main long walk route, you can call it, okay? Which is about 5 hours worth of walking.
Now the route of that is going to be, we're going to start from here, which is the Seven Sisters car park. We're going to walk up there, so where all the people are walking, we're going to walk to the beach, okay? That's Cookmere Haven Beach. So at Cookmere Haven Beach, we're going to be there for about 15 minutes or so, just to top up on snacks and water and, you know, guys, there'll be some kirtan, there'll be some talk, and there'll be a bit of time for us there to re-meet with the Sangat on the walk, and we'll have some lunch and recharge and refresh there, okay?
Ek oankar Vaheguru Vaheguru
Jeez, give us a wave. Do you know what's funny, yeah? All the things are saying it's going to rain, but do you know why?
Why?
There's another Seven Sisters location in Wales, and if you go on BBC and you write Seven Sisters, that's what comes up, the Wales one. So like, everyone prepared for rain, but when I checked this morning, it said sunny. So
yeah, it's actually really warm. So it's going to be a good hike, I think. How do you find out about the event? And is it the first time you're coming on the
It's
hike?
the first time I've actually came on the hike. It was mainly through friends and obviously online. And yeah, you know, so I think it'll be a nice day out, bring the kids out, get to know a bit more about it. Like I said, it's the first time I've come here and got involved with the base of Sikhi and that. But it's nice to be a part of kind of an organisation who's looking out for everyone, especially, you know, they're trying to put the word out of Sikhism everywhere
100%.
and do these kind of events which involve families, kids, and Sangat getting together. And I think it's you know, it's a great achievement, a great event, and hopefully this will be the first of many for me. Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's quite interesting, yeah. That
what's interesting?
Like we live in like London, like one of the mega cities of the world, and even though this is only 2 hours away from us, sometimes it's still very like awe-inspiring to come to these locations, right? And seeing all the mountains and the greenery,
The nature,
especially mountains, because like mountains in Sikhi comes up quite a lot, right? Like Gurbani and mountains and things like that. And there's like one Sakhi, I've just been watching the Mahabharata recently.
Yeah.
And the one Sakhi that comes to mind to me when I just looking at these mountains was that Sakhi of when Sri Krishna Maharaj, they, in their Bal Avastha when they were younger, there was a like a celebration that they used to do in that area under the bridge king, yeah. And what the celebration was, they used to get a lot of like, you know, puja done to Lord Indra.
Who's that?
Lord Indra is like the head of the gods, right?
The deities.
The deities, yeah. And what Krishnji said to these farmers in the area, he goes, why are you doing all this puja for? The whole reason that you're here on this earth is to connect to Vaiguruji. Just do that. Instead of spending so much money on all this puja, do kirt kamai, do honest living, do naam jap, right? So essentially, he encouraged everyone to not do this puja, and that angered Indradev, yeah? So what he did was he sent a huge hurricane, a huge storm to the area, and everyone started doing ardas to Krishnji, right? And what ended up happening was Krishnji, when he was young, he picked up a whole mountain on his little finger and he protected the whole city of people from the hurricane. And it's interesting to me because at camp, we just came up from Singh's camp, someone asked the question that we do bhakti to Vaiguruji, what does he do for us? Actually, Vaiguruji does everything for us, right? Har jog jog bhagat o paya, paj rakhta aya, Ram Rajya, right? And similarly in the Sakhi, Vaiguruji or Krishnji or whatever you want to call it, right? Protected the people of the land, the ones who were his bhagats, by lifting up the mountain and giving them shelter. So that Sakhi just popped up. in my head. Maharaj Kirpa. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
No.
How you
Don't
doing, bro?
approach me with mine.
How you doing? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Do you want to interview my nephew? He's come from Dubai.
How you come from Dubai, bro?
Yeah.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. What's your name?
Nishan.
Where have you come from today?
I've come from Dubai.
From Dubai all the way for the basics hike.
Yeah.
That is mad Kirpa. Tell us a bit about how you're feeling today.
I feel good. I need a rest from Dubai. All there is sand. That's the only part of nature. That's the only nature in Dubai. I like it here because it's like a whole field and stuff. Yeah. And it's really nice here.
Guruji's Kirpa. Do you know much about basics of Sikhi?
Yeah. Well, a bit, yeah.
So do you watch the videos online?
Yeah, Mum. Yeah. I get sent them like from my mum and yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Do you know anyone in basics of Sikhi?
This person right here is the only person I know.
Who's this person?
So now this really introduces us to Paiman breathing.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
How you doing, bro? You were very late today.
Very late. Yeah, I know.
Very late.
We got stuck in some country roads. These are dangerous roads.
Yeah,
man.
dangerous
We
roads.
needed a bit more warning.
Yeah, Mara. Luckily, I was on the coach. I had my eyes closed.
Oh,
but
you're right.
So how are you feeling about today?
I'm feeling pumped, but I feel like we're very early into the day. Do you know what I mean? Like the energy levels are quite high, but I think we've got.
Maybe for you, like we were waiting like 3 hours for you. Still. What? Maharaj Kirpa. But it's going to be a great day, I think. Especially like the water. Even though we haven't gone any higher yet, but the Kirtan's going to be amazing at the top. Can't wait for that.
Are you doing it?
No, I agree. I'm a listener, bro. I think I said this on the India vlog, right? Like us guys who live in like these mega cities, yeah? Sometimes there's a lot of disconnect to Vaheguru in these cities. And you have to think about, I really thought about this, why is that disconnect? And it's Balhari Kudrat Vasya, right? Vaheguru Ji resides within his nature. And when we see this nature, we automatically say Vaheguru when we see it. We automatically feel so much more connected to Vaheguru Ji. So I don't know, that's just my own personal vichar, is when we come to places like this, it just helps us to connect more to Vaheguru because he resides within this nature that he created.
Definitely. Well, one thing we done at Singers Camp last week was we didn't realise we were doing it, but we were grounding. You know when you walk on grass with like bare feet? We didn't realise we were doing it. We had nowhere to sit, so we just went and sat on the grass. And even that in itself just felt amazing. Just like, you know, you hear like people say that grounding is quite good for your well-being.
Yeah.
But that was quite cool. I'm not sure I'll be doing it today though. There's a few suspect lumps on the floor, so I won't be doing it today. But,
yeah, no, it's quite like a trend nowadays, right? To the grounding, like also all over social media, Instagram. Like, what is it about, like the connection to the earth, right?
Exactly that. It's about the fact that we're out of touch physically with the earth. We don't touch it enough. We don't cultivate land anymore. So it's just about getting literally back in touch with your roots.
Oh, I agree. That's beautiful, bro. Thank you so much for that.
Have a good.
So we're the 5th largest religion in the world, and we're basically, some people know us as Sikhisms or Sikhi, but it's mostly Sikhi basically. And we believe in one God, and everyone has a different name for God, right? So we call them Vaheguru, you might call them God, or someone might call him Allah or something like that. But the whole purpose of a human life is to connect back with that one, and that's through meditation. And so that's what we do, is we wake up early in the morning before sunrise and we just chant God's name. So you know, like how a baby is calling out for their mum, is like that. So we go Vaheguru, 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 like that. And then that's something that we say that everyone can do. It's not just Sikhs. Everyone can do that.
But how long?
You guys, as long as you want. If you're starting off, maybe 5-10 minutes, but try to do 20 minutes, half an hour. And we believe that the whole world is just, everything is God, basically. We don't believe that God is up there and we're down here. We believe that everybody's God and God's light is inside of everybody. And so the way we connect to that light is through the meditation and stuff like that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but like I was telling him earlier, I was like, we go on basics of Sikhi. All the videos are on there, and then you'll get a brilliant understanding.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You too.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Careful. Careful.
So I've been forced to tell a Saki. I was having a nice conversation, and I'm on guard saying reminded us of this beautiful Sakhi. And it was over time when Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji was walking along a river. So fun fact for you on Gar Singh, if you look at all of our Guru Sahibans, pretty much wherever they stayed and they kept residence, there's always a flowing water quite close to them. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, no.
Now you do. Right? So when Guru Sahib was walking at that time, they had Bhai Nandalal Ji with them, other Guru Sikhs, and as you can see here, people having fun with the flowing water and the rocks. And what Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji did was that they picked up it's a bit of a big one, they picked up a rock, and I would chuck it, but I might hit someone by mistake, right? And what happened was that Guru Sahib Ji was walking, and they chucked the rock into the water, right? So I just do that, right? And Guru Sahib Ji said at that time to the Guru Sikhs around, like, why did the rock sink, right? Why did they go to the bottom? And then people start to give their clever answers, right? Like, you know, if you put a rock into water, it's going to drown, right? And then Guru Sahib Ji did it again, and they asked the Guru Sikhs, and again they gave some clever answer, right? When Guru Sahib Ji did it on the third go, you could say, then Bhai Nandalal Ji answered the question. And Bhai Nandalal Ji said to Guru Gobind Singh Ji that it's very simple, that whatever's in your hand, that's fine, that's going to stay safe. Whoever leaves your hand, Vai Guruji or Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji, that is going to drown. So what the essence there was that if we hold into Guru Sahib Ji's hand, we'll always be fine, we'll always be safe, right? But as soon as we let go of the Guru's hand, we're going to drown. Or vice versa if they let go of our hand. But that's why we always do the ardas to Guru Sahib Ji, Dolante Rakho Prabhu, Nanak De Karahat, that never let me waver, Nanak De Karahat, give me your hand and take care of me. There's a story to go with that actually, because I was talking to some people here as well, and we went to Singh's camp recently as well, and if you look at the Singh's camp on Gar Singh, you know we had the, what happened the last night when people gave their reflections of camp or they went through their life. What was one thing that was quite apparent that you saw everybody kept linking their Sikhi journey back to?
It was actually amazing, right, to see that how much basics of Sikhi came up. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And how literally every single story that was told of how people came in Sikhi, it all started with basics of Sikhi.
Yeah.
Guru Sahib is good for.
And the things, I'm not saying that for a pump, for basics, in that respect, shout out to basics, but it was mainly just to demonstrate the fact how much of effect basics has had, but also when it comes to Bhai Jagral Singh Ji as well, how much effect that they've had when it comes to, you know, all the seva that we're blessed to do. And one of their famous stories is about Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, right? And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji being a 9th Guru, and a very similar thing happened where you could say at that time the tyrants, the Mughal tyrants were converting all of Hindustan, India today, you could say very simply, to their faith, Islamic faith. These are tyrants, right? And what happens that they thought that let's allow converting the people, let's convert the leaders, it makes it quicker. So when the leaders found out about this, cutting a long story short, they realized the only person that can help them is Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, our 9th Guru, right? And when they went to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, it's a very famous line. They say, Dukhi Bipara Jo Challe Ke Aaye Puri Anand. That means that these very Dukhi Brahmins, they came to Anandpur Sahib and they said to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, Bahe Sadi Pakri hai, Guru Har Gobind Ke Chand. They say Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji's moon, so they got the sun and the moon, they're saying you're the moon of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. They're talking about the 9th Guru here because their father was Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. So it's a beautiful, you could say like poetry here. They're saying, oh, you're the moon, that you reflect the light of your father, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, will you hold our hand? And the famous line that comes from there is that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji says, Baha Janadi Pakriye, Sir Dije Bahe Na Chodiye. If I hold your hand, I'll never let go of it. Even if I have to give my own head, I'll never let go of your hand. So very similar to this story as well with the stones. If we hold them to the Guru's hand, they never let go of a hand. Even if the Guru has to give their own head, they never let go of a hand. So moral of the story, don't let go of the Guru's hand. Don't let go of it. And in today's world, that's like doing a Nityanim, staying in Sikh Sangat, speaking to our Guru every day, going to do ardas, to the Gurdwara Sahib, seeing our Guru, that's holding the Guru's hands. If we just look at this ocean that we're just surrounded by right now, and we were playing with the stones earlier as well, And there's a beautiful analogy that comes in Gurbani. And Guru Sahib says to us, Jeta Samundar Sagar Neer Parya, Tete Ogan Hamare. They said, just like Jeta Samundar Sagar, this ocean that we see around us, Neer Parya, Neer means water. Just like how it's filled with water, Tete Ogan Hamare, they say in the same way, what are we filled with? Demerits, Ogan. And they say, Daya Karaho, Kich Mehir Apavaho, Dubade Pathar Tare. They say, why Guruji, have mercy upon me? There's a lot of water here, and in the same way, there's so much demerit inside me that why Guruji, have mercy upon me? Daya Karo, Dubade Pathar Tare. I'm like this little stone, this little rock that's drowning in the water, and this stone that is drowning, carry me across to the other side. This comes a lot of times in Gurbani as well, the idea of crossing this worldly ocean. You probably see the English translations. Imagine trying to cross this. Look at the people that are, I'm guessing that's canoeing, right? They're canoeing. There's no way they could get to the other side. It's pretty much impossible, right? Especially when you look at the waves, right? I mean across the world, yeah, not just this one, so might prove me wrong, right? But the point is that Vai Guruji is the one that carries us across, right? So Vai Guruji, and they send those great souls to help us, like in Japji Sahib, Manne Tare Tare Guru Sikh. That those that accept Vai Guruji's hukam, they themselves have been ferried across, and they're Tare Guru Sikh, they carry many people across as well. So that's a bit more ocean we chart for you guys, and now we're going to carry on doing our hike. Look at that, look at all the Sangat. Look how beautiful that looks. Looks like a forge, it looks like an army of Sangata just walking. So we're going to join them. Make sure next time we do a hike, guys, you join us. Right now we're in East Sussex, I think it is, Seven Sisters. But next year we're looking to do more bigger and cooler things. Look how beautiful this view is, man. On Qasim wants to go to Barcelona. Tell him more.
So we're going to go Barcelona on a lads trip.
Lads trip. I was meant to religious lads trip.
No, honestly, we want to do a wave of Prachar in Europe as well, right?
Yep, 100%.
So Maharaj Kirpa, there's stuff going on in the background, planning going on. Hopefully by next summer, right, we'll have a Europe tour set.
Careful here, you don't trip.
Yo, watch out.
We should have recorded it.
Oh, there's a sick recording of him falling at Sikh Camp.
Really?
I've got it, yeah.
I've seen it during that.
Oh man, we need a camera on this side as well. For info, going to be just slipped. So we're just going on to the next part of the hike now. So what's happened now here is that the group split into two.
Yep.
So the people with children and prams, they're going on their own hike at a lower level. We are going up that hill over there.
Whoa, that's steep.
It's quite steep, yeah.
Hill or mountain?
No, I don't want to say mountain, but hill.
You know when this whole thing came about, this idea, there was a big, I say the word loosely, debate going on, because a lot of the Singhs, including Ankar Singh, go, this is not a hike, this is a walk, right? Now just try to, does that look like a walk to you behind you? Bro, that ain't a walk.
Bro, that's no higher than Northolt Hills near our house.
Nah, Giza.
Come on.
Giza, don't be silly.
Come on.
You're lying.
No. Bro, that's not Northolt Hills.
No, it's not.
It is.
That's like Northolt Hills times 5 at least.
Okay, but it's sick. That's the extent of our hike though.
Watch when he's walking up. Let's record him talking the whole way up here. Do a Japji side the whole way up here, and let's see if in Japji video go one of the times.
I'm ready out of breath now.
There you go. So what are you on about? To be fair, he did smash Snowdon last year. You did really good there, actually. To be fair, you did really good.
Snowdon was fun as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It's good, but this is nice that we've properly advertised this one. And,
definitely.
A lot of Sangat have come, which is good for.
I think. Do you know what the count was? How many people we had?
Last year.
No, this year.
Well, I had 115.
Yeah, it was 150 when I last checked.
150?
Yeah, but that was including not confirmed.
Oh, okay, so I was non-confirmed until yesterday.
Oh wow, thank you. But the point is that there's over 100 people here, so the aim
probably close to 200 then, really.
Maybe we can. We'll speak to some of the Sevadars. Again, like I said earlier, a shout out to them because they've done great seva. And we'll ask them how many people are confirmed. The Bibia one though.
It's actually been nice that in this walk that the Bibia have taken lead on the seva.
100%. So a lot of them have been in the background doing a lot of the seva as well. It's a big shout out to them. I said it earlier. We'll speak to them as well. I think Meherinder spoke to some of them as well, and we can find out. Kausing, How many people have come here today? Do you know what the count is?
Not right here, to be honest. We had about 170 people sign up.
170?
Yeah, 100 Gurus Kirpa, 176 I think in total. And I think from the no-shows on the buses, on the coaches, it's been about probably a total of maybe 12 people that haven't turned up on the coaches.
Yeah.
And we had about 70 people signed up to drive. So I think some people are still like, coming in. We've got a community group going, so we're giving updates in there. And yeah, so I reckon probably about 50, 20, about 120, 130. Yeah, there were extras as well that didn't sign up and wanted to just attend the walk on the day. So I'd say about 150 maybe in total.
And this is our biggest hike so far, right?
Yeah, Guru Di Kirpa, yeah, it is the biggest hike so far, yeah.
So what's the number for next year? What are we looking to go up towards?
Sawa lakh.
Sawa lakh. Smashed it. Is that a trick question? Is that one or is that 1 point?
That's one really, it's you and me probably. We'll see Gurus Kirpa, we'll see hopefully 250, 300. The sky's the limit, and it depends on Sangat. If they want it, Maharaj Kirpa will try to do what they want. This just worked out nicely. It's nice, close to London, not too far from Birmingham. A beautiful scenery, beautiful setting, lots of different terrain. Maharaj Kirpa, we'll see how it goes next year.
Thank you so much, bro. So yeah, we're looking to grow it every single year. I'm Meherinder Singh, who's too fast for me. Meherinder Singh, what are you eating right now?
Basically, long story short, I have to spread out my meals now. Because if I eat too much, then I get very lethargic after I eat. So this is salad and tofu. Then it's going to be a sandwich later. But I'm trying to get off carbs a little bit because it makes me very sleepy.
I just like how you gave us a meal prep, meal plan as well. Thank you so much, Meherinder Singh. It looks very tasty as well.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Smashed it, man.
I'm going to climb the hill.
You're going to climb the hill and eat at the same time?
Put it away. I tried to eat before I got up there, but yeah.
Can I ask you a very important question?
Yeah.
Onkar Singh said this is the same height as Norfolk Hills. Do you agree?
Oh, that's my fork.
Do you want to wash it?
No, 3-second rule is fine.
That's staying in.
Have you got? I've got a pine board in here. Can you open that, bro?
Yeah, I'll do it for you. I'll do it.
Nah, salt water.
Hold this.
This is definitely not the same as. Oh, actually,
this is way lower.
So just hiking up the mountain right now. It's quite steep actually, more than I expected. I like the way everyone's doing the hard route and the shortcut. Where's the shortcut? That's the shortcut, because if you go a little bit that way, it's less steep. Yeah. But we're all doing the shortcut, steep way. Straight.
You know, our heart, we build up our perceptions of the world and our life based on what we see and hear daily. So, Purane sadhus, they used to sit close to the ocean and watch the ocean. You in your mind, when you look at that, you're naturally telling yourself that I'm nothing in front of it. Or they would sit in front of mountains. They would sit in front of these tall trees and say, Maharaj, I can see that far. Bahut dur tak meri nazar ja rahi hai. Tu kidda vadda hounga and I'm nothing. So with that thought in mind, they would have that effect of doing bhakti in these places compared to sitting in a closed wall. So that's a way to do bhakti as well. When you come into the serene nature of it, there's just a perspective that nature itself provides you, in addition for your mind to feel insignificant, so that your praise for the Creator is even stronger. So wo ek ustat karni, Maharaj de Virat Swarup vich darshan karne, ye bhakti swarup ho janda. So when you come with the Sangat, you don't need to be in the city of London or Birmingham or New York anymore. Sangati ithe pahunch gayi hai, Maharaj diya faujan. The other thing I always think about is right across that sea, there's French, right? France is there, ithe England ya. You can imagine the faujan, the armies that would travel all the way from across the channel to attack England. To visualize that, you can sit down, you go to Chamkaur di gadi, uthe chalo Maharaj di darshan hunde a. You go to Pangani da jang jithe hoya, Othe Maharaj de darshan hunde a. So coming here, you can almost act like, hey, Sache Pacha, eh thodiyan faujain a. The Jithe for the Malle or Chole, they're Nishan Sahibs themselves. On Wednesday, when we were at the Shepherd's Bush Khalsa Jatha Gurdwara Sahib, which is established in 1908, but actually it was a house before that, and Sangat was still gathered even in the late 1800s. And around there, one of the Singhs there, they took us around after the Katha and showed the crazy historic sites. We can throw in the clips and stuff about it as well, where Maharaja Dalip Singh, where they actually stayed and lived. Then it was the house where Sir Arthur McAuliffe and Karn Singh Nabba, they used to live together and they used to do study. We saw that house. And then we walked across down the same road, Sinclair Road, where Maharani of, I think it was Kapurthala Nabba, I can't remember the name, Maharani Sikhi, and that used to be a Divan. They used to treat it as a Gurdwara Sahib. So the base level was where the langar used to happen. In the middle, that's where the Maharaj's Prakash used to happen, and Sangat at the time used to gather. Oh, pilla, imagine it's like down the road close to Buckingham Palace, in the center of London. And it was just a coincidence that that is where Maharaja Dalip Singh, they also used to stay. And a coincidence that many years later, that the first Gurdwara in Europe was established just like 2-minute walk from there. So we got to see the mews where Maharaja Dalip Singh would potentially ride their horse in and park their horse. We're living history right in front of us. So I always imagine imagine 200 years from now, Sangat ke kahnge, ha itho 150, 200 members of the Sangat, ithe aake unhone kirtan kita. So I was blessed to be in England to see our itihas of vadde vadere. One very interesting thing to see was that Maharaja Dalip Singh's house was actually very big. It was a mansion. It almost begs the question for you to look at it and say, yeah, Maharaja Dalip Singh was kept so confused by giving him luxuries to say, hey, you don't need to become a king because you're living like a king here. If they kept him in jail, it would have been, yeah, these guys are mistreating me. Something happened to me that wasn't right in my childhood. I need to get back to my country and I need to become the king that I was supposed to be. But he was so confused and kept confused that wherever he would go, they would have the MIA or CIA agents watching him. Who is eating with, who is meeting, wherever he goes. So he lived a very confused life. But the one time that he did get back to India, his mother Maharani Jind Kaur, she showed him that he was a king. He came back into Sikhi. But then he was brought back to Europe. And that's where he was domesticated again. Because, you know, if you were living in a mansion, living a good life, you're less likely to struggle and strive and fight against whatever's oppressing you because you almost have whatever you need. You're in Anand. Why would you go out of your comfort to do something that is a potential theory in your mind? You're not even sure of it. So the question comes to us today that, hey, we grow our businesses. We've got lots of money coming in. We got Singhs and families that are in the multi-millionaire bracket, even billionaire bracket. So are we just growing and living our luxuries in our life that apna ghar ban gaya? We have met the grocery needs and we can just live our life. But in the midst of that race, we've forgotten we were kings. That we had a haq to the land. We had a right to the land, a right to divine ruling for the progressive of Deg Deg Fateh, food and freedom for all, which we know in this world right now, greed and sin is what's ruling the world. So the Khalsa, we have that divine right from Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj to go and fight for that. So are we being domesticated and eluded by comfort and luxuries of the Western world today? So at the house, Bhai Uddam Singh used to live in that house on Sinclair Road as well. Bhai Uddam Singh, he saw, just like many Gursikhs like Sant Teja Singh from America and Canada, they're fighting for rights here. Bhai Meva Singh, a lot of the Gadri Babe that stood up from Portland in the west coast of America, and they joined with the Singhs there from Vancouver, Surrey. That's a longer detail of all the movements that they made in Canada, but we know the names of Bhai Uddam Singh. Bhai Uddam Singh actually lived on the house of Sinclair Road with the Singhs there as well. He had such a lovely personality that he would go to the Gurdwara Sahib where Khalsa Jatha Gurdwara is today. He would go there and he would be friends with all the committee members all the Bajorgs and all the other Gursikhs there, that they had so much trust with each other. There was the time when he actually needed money to get a gun that he used for the morcha. And he didn't have the money for it. So he had such a good relationships with the committee there that he picked up money from the golak, because the golak wasn't a closed like chest. It was just money was just in front of Maharaj. And he left a note to the committee writing his name that Uddam Singh was here. I took this money for a karaj of the Panth. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to return it. He wrote that as well. So he took the money, bought a gun, did what he had to do for his seva. But the committee members, they were explaining that it's written in their archives and stuff like that, that they knew that Uddam Singh took this Maya for some seva, and they just had so much love with him to say that Maya Uddam Singh ne sada pyara hi hai. So that's crazy to see the way that Gursikhs would have that Panthik sochani, but even those that are providing and holding on to the institutions, they're not blocking Panthik seva, they're encouraging it. Right?
The painter, but we marvel so much at the painting. So this is the painting and it's beautiful, but we forget that Datar who gave us this beautiful painting in this picture. And while I was doing Simran, it's just a reminder that, you know, in these places we should appreciate the painting and the painter. All right, so whenever you're in places like this in your own local areas, never be ashamed to do Simran in public. If you want to do it under your breath, of course, but never be ashamed. We never shy away from singing Gane, going to parties and looking like crazy people jumping around dancing. So when it comes to doing Simran, we should never be ashamed. We should do it purely from the heart and never be ashamed of doing Simran, all right? Okay, we should be ashamed of doing those Nindya, Chugli, rumors, hating people, okay? But doing Vaheguru Simran, Satnam Vaheguru, we should never be ashamed, okay? So when we do this again later on, Guru's Kirpa, we want to create such a vibration, the 7 sisters, that it's like, it'll just be next level, and the whole everything here will just be lifted to another level, okay? Because that's what we can do. If we're singing the Nama Vaheguru on our tongue, anything is possible, okay? So please, when we do Kirtan later on at Berlin Gap, don't be shy. Just sing from the bottom of your heart, Vaheguru, you will hear it, and that's it. It will be anand for everybody, okay? Then that will really be one of the beautiful memories of this hike, okay? So again, so sorry for stopping. Thank you for partaking in the Simran. Let's get up, we'll carry on with the walk. We're about 15 minutes, an hour away from our stopping point, okay? Let's go. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
So we've just been walking for about maybe 2 hours now, and we've come to about the halfway point, and we found a couple of very, very beautiful horses. So on Gurda Singh, what have we found ourselves?
We found some beautiful horses here, and it's actually amazing. They were just there, yeah? And we said, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, and they came over. Look how beautiful they're, hench as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
the Darshan is going to just feed them some apples now.
You know, Maharaj Ji Kirpa, this is Seva as well. Because really and truly, these horses are Sher Pashas. Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Sat Sri Akal.
Yeah, so like when we've been on Holla Mohalla, like we've seen firsthand the way that the Gursikhs in the Dal respect horses, right? And you have Singhs who are just, that's their only seva all day. It's hard seva, man.
What's it called?
I can't remember.
Gorswai.
Gorswai, that's it. So they, in the morning, they, you know, wash the horses every day, pick up their toilet every day, clean the stables every day, make sure that they're, you know, nurtured mentally as well, you know.
You know, whereby, sorry, our cameraman dropped a few times. Yeah, keep that. You fell twice, Bachara. Turning into a bit of a weather report. Experiencing very high winds, probably about 30 miles an hour plus.
Southeasterly breeze.
Southeast. We've obviously lost most of the Sangat. I don't know who's in front and who's behind.
It's quite funny, yeah? When the Bibbiya did this walk, all the things were like, oh, this is just a stroll. But now, there's bare,
up and down.
There's bare up and downs.
Look how much we got. We had to get to all the way to the end before we get food. And
that's too much. Arguably, this is harder than Snowdon. Arguably, innit?
Arguably.
Because it's like up and down.
Yeah.
When it's all up, you're alright, you get used to it.
Yeah, 100%.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Okay.
How you doing, bro?
I'm fine, thank you.
How was the hike so far?
It's brilliant. Brilliant. It's a new challenge for me. Recently got into hiking past couple of months.
Oh, good. What have you done so far?
I've done Telford at the moment. Next month I'm going to do Wye Valley in Wales as well. I've got a couple more at the end of the year as well.
Have you done like Ben Nevis and all that stuff?
I haven't, but it's on
working your way up, yeah?
on my books, yeah. It's definitely on my books.
Smash it, bro. We're going to do next year Hemkund Sahib hike. So you're on there, yeah?
Let's do it.
Signed up, yeah?
Let's do it.
Smash it, we'll see you there.
You've got a video as well.
Yeah, wicked.
Sports day in my year 7. I didn't want to do it.
It's even worse.
Bro, come on!
So it's just been like 1 minute since we last videoed, and look at the weather right now. It's raining. The sea, I think, is actually blowing to our face.
So it's getting wet.
It's right, but you know what? It's so much good fun.
I'm getting soaked.
Because I was feeling really hot. Now it's really nice.
Oh.
So the weather's just taking a turn for the worse. And currently hiking out. It was mad actually, it was really sunny. And all of a sudden, it just started raining. But it's the sea water as well, it's flying in our face from the sand and everything. It's all good for it. It's all not good, but everyone's still having a great time. Everyone just put their hoods on and it's going to carry on with it. Persevere through the ups and downs of life, right? So ready for this hike. Persevere through the good and the bad.
Life throws at you.
Oh, that's good, man. So this is our first stop point that we've seen. Pathar Point.
Oh god, your tummy just made it through that. Sing, where'd you get the ice cream from?
Again.
Oh wow. What's the plan now?
The plan now is we're going to stop, have some lunch. I think there's some pasta made by the Sevadar, there's loads of sandwiches, there's some drinks, there's some desserts as well, some nice cakes and cookies baked from the Sangat. So Guru's Kirtan, we're going to have a little bit of a break, have some lunch, then we're going to do some Kirtan, maybe a talk from one of the pracharakas we've got here, and then we're going to start the last bit of the hike, which is a 2.5 hour walk through East Dean, Friston Forest and East Dean. So yeah, that's what I think we're going to do, yeah.
Time schedule?
Yeah, Guru's Kirtan, I think we're actually a bit of a head schedule actually, yeah. Yeah, we're about 20 minutes ahead schedule.
Wicked.
Right, over and out.
What have we got today? We've got lovely pasta, pesto pasta that our amazing sisters have been up all night making.
Well done.
So really looking forward to that.
And what else? You got some drinks and
We've got loads of soft drinks that have been donated by the Sangat, Guru Kirtan.
Oh, cake.
Cake. Sandwiches. There's cake, of course. On guard Singh's here, so there has to be cake.
you noticed that first?
There has to be cake. So the
100%.
cake is here, especially for guard Singh.
I've heard a lot of good things about the langar today. Like there's bagels, right?
There's bagels, there's pasta.
So Sharon Benji made the bagels, right?
No, these Benjis.
Jasreen, can you come here, please? Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So we got Jasreen Benji here today.
Yeah, I look like a mess right now.
So tell us what you made today.
I didn't make it. It was actually just Lean.
Oh, come on.
It was all Garan. Garan Singh was up all night.
He made it.
Alright,
He made it.
So what did you make today?
We made pesto pasta.
Oi.
Yeah, with tomatoes and olives as well. Yeah, and then bagels.
Did you make it in pesto?
Yeah.
What with pine nuts?
No.
How did you make it?
Kale and.
Kale?
Yeah.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
An array of drinks. I think Sukhdeep, Simran Benji made them, yeah. Simran probably made them.
Haji, she made the cakes. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today.
Shout out to Simran.
Shout out to my wife. There's one more dabba here for the vegans.
No, I know they're nice because she made them at the Waheguru course as well.
Yeah,
and at your part as well.
Yeah, so I was saying, I don't know if I said it to you guys earlier that we was up till like 12 o'clock last night. Well, actually after 12 o'clock because she made so many different batches of cakes. and then I had to help. So there was me thinking I was going to go to sleep, yeah. I have to go downstairs and wash the pande and do like the grease-proof paper, all that kind of stuff.
That's actually Mahan Seva. Like, there's a thing that these I have now called cake Seva, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And normally I do cake Seva, but
So do you feel a bit like threatened because someone's taking your seva?
yeah, kind of. Yeah, I was keeping it inside me, but you said it now.
But you know,
so, yeah.
you're really good at making cakes. You know that?
Oh, that's good. Nah, come on, you lot have had it.
When have you tasted them?
Oh, when he orders them from cake box and
Nah,
stuff.
nah. I've made bear cakes.
I've heard you make some banging cakes, but I've
What
not
do you
tasted.
mean, you have, bro.
I'm not.
What about those cheesecakes I made at the that barbecue? Oh, you don't say that word.
I didn't eat the cheesecake barbecue. I'm gluten on it.
Oh yeah.
You got catered for me now.
Nah, I made you bear cakes, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
I have, innit? Have I made you cakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, smash it. So yeah, so we got sandwiches here, crisps, bagels, and the pasta looks quite amazing actually. So if we grab a box of pasta, it's got pesto, tomatoes, looks really tasty. Justine, how long did it take to make?
I was in the kitchen for 8 hours doing all of it.
8 hours? 8 hours. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit of like your process of how you made it.
So I started with the bagels. We had to cut all the ingredients and stuff. And then with the pasta, we just made like a big patilla of pasta and then made the sauce separate and then just added it together.
Have you had experience? Is this your first time making batch langar for everyone?
Yeah, it's my first ever time, yeah.
How did you feel making langar for all the Sangat today?
It was actually really lovely. I had so much energy. I think it was just coming from the Simran and stuff that was playing. And we did like an ardas before we started, so I think Maharaj just carried us through it.
This is the beauty of langar.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm here with Gavandeep Singh. Gavandeep Singh, what do you make of the hike so far? We've come to our first formal pit stop. We've got some food coming up. What do you think so far?
Yeah, it's been good. Just talking to the Sangat, having some vichar about Gurbani and stuff. Yeah, it's just been amazing.
Nice. And do you mind sharing some vichar that you might have heard on your way here?
Yeah, it's like I was talking to one Singh, and he was just talking about how like Amrit, people think like you need to have so much knowledge before you have Amrit and like so much like preparation, but some people can just jump into it. Some people can like practice the Panch Kakar, but like you don't have to be like too scared about it, because everyone thinks it's like too much commitment, but some people don't realize like once you take Amrit, it's like Guru Gobind Singh Ji is there with you.
Right.
It's like you either go alone or you go with Guruji. So it's up to you which one you want to choose. Sponge sword alone or sponge sword with Guruji by your side, fighting.
And how was your journey like to give your head? How was that for you? Was there a long time before you got to that point, or was that quite quick for you?
I think it was like on the outside it's quite quick, because I've only been into Sikhi since October.
Right.
Before that I was like a Punjabi Sikh, didn't really know anything, do-rag, sing, trim my dadi and stuff. Right. Then slowly I just like recognized basis of Sikhi, and I was just listening to Slok Mahela Nava every day and night, just like go more and more into it. And then soon I was just like to my mum, I'm gonna take Amrit, and she was like, oh, like wait till you get married and get older and stuff. And then eventually like it just came into my mind, like I'm just gonna take, like I heard stories about like Baba Deep Singh taking out 18, and like when you think about that, he wasn't thinking about marriage. Oh, I'm just gonna get married and then take it. He just took it when he felt it. Right. So 18 felt right for me, and then eventually my mum accepted it, and she was like, okay, do your like A levels first, finish your education, and then take Amrit. Then I was like, okay, I'll take it. And then my initial plan was go to Anandpur and take it there, and then eventually like the East London Samagam, the Miri Pi Samagam, I went to that. And Bhai Gurpreet Singh, the one that normally does the Deg Seva like basically everywhere, he's just a high level Guru Sikh, and he does like Santya in Gravesend. And he was like to me, have you taken Amrit? And I was like, no, I haven't. And he's like, why not? Like, just take it tomorrow. There's an Amrit charge, just take it. And I was like, nah, but I want to go to Nandpur and take it there and like have this like nice moment. I was trying to like plan this preparate, like basically I was thinking to take Amrit, but obviously you can't take it. Only the Guru can give it to you. And then in the end, I was like, let's do a das and Hukamnama and see what happens. And then in the ardas and Hukamnama, it was just crazy. It was literally like Guruji talking back to you. So it just proves, one, Guruji is not just a book.
Right.
It's actually like a living Guru. And in the Hukamnama, it was like you met the Guru with intuitive ease. And there's no difference between the Das and Parmeshwar. There's no difference between the slave. It's like Guru Gobind Singh Ji took Amrit himself, so he gave us his roop. So there's no difference in the Khalsa. And he, even in the Hukamnama, it said he infuses Amrit into his followers. And after that, I couldn't just say no. I had to take it. So that was when I was blessed with Amrit.
Beautiful. And last question for you, bro. How's life been post Amrit?
It's just been amazing. Like, just knowing every day you got your Guru with you. Even when you wake up, comb your case, have your Ishnan, do your Bani. It's just like the perfect life, really. Like, there's nothing better like to do, because like you realize like everything else is just false. There's nothing else in the world really for you except the Panch Jod, which is just like, once you feel a little bit of Guruji, you just want the whole thing, and you just keep searching and searching.
Thank you so much, bro. We'll finish off there. So I'm here with my nephew Nishan, and one thing I want to share with you, Nishan.
Yeah.
You know, in Japji Sahib.
Yes.
Have you heard? Remember the line which goes Nadia Atevaha Bavahe Samunda na Janiye?
Yeah, I think I've heard that before. Yeah.
Right. So what that means is, you know how before we saw the river that was flowing?
Mm-hmm.
So Maharaj is talking about Nadia, right? They're saying that all these rivers, all these streams, where do they flow to?
The ocean.
Yeah, all of them, they flow to the ocean, right?
Yeah.
And one thing we can take from that is that, you know, when a river, when it meets like a mountain or an obstacle, what does it do?
It stops.
Does it stop?
But it keeps going.
It keeps going. It finds a way around, right?
Yeah.
So if you think in our life, when we come up against an obstacle, what's the lesson we can learn from the river?
The lesson we can learn is that we can always overcome a challenge. We have to pray to God.
Definitely.
Keep our faith.
Hanji, and the Bhangati also mentions that the rivers don't know how big the ocean is, right? So what's the ocean for us, do you think? What's the ocean that we're trying to get to? So as human beings, having this experience, what's the ocean? What are we heading towards? What's our end goal?
To have a nice life.
No. Guess again. Who are we trying to connect to?
God.
Yeah, we're trying to get to God, right? But we don't know how big God is.
Yeah.
Right? So just like those rivers and streams, they don't know how big God is, but they keep on going, right? So that's another thing we can learn, is that in life, we're going to get loads of obstacles. You know, sometimes you don't want to do your part, or it's hard to get up, it's hard to do meditate, it's hard to do your Simran, right?
Yeah.
But one thing we can learn just from a river is that we've got to keep going no matter what comes, all right? No matter how hard that obstacle is, a river keeps on going, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru,
Just now, as I was saying, I was thinking about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. And in Pakistan, in Ahmedabad, Pakistan, there's a Gurdwara Sahib called Rodi Sahib, where Maharaj Guru Nanak Dev Ji sat on rocks like this. Just like we're sitting on today, and they did Simran, and they did meditation, and you guys are doing the exact same today. And you guys are those Sikh of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. You guys have gone on a walk, and you've travelled, and you've come outside your comfort zone, and you've come and lived in a different place. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji did the exact same thing. They travelled, they did Kirtan wherever they went. They went to cities and towns, they went everywhere to do prachar and spread. It was a battle. It was a battle between truth and falsehood. And there was one place where Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't go. There was one place where Guru Nanak Dev Ji refused and said, I'm not going. And where was that? That was the house of lies. That was the house of bloodshed. That was the house of Malik Pagal. We've all heard the Sakhi, we've all seen the pictures of Guru Nanak Dev Ji when they squeeze the two prasad in and add one cup's blood and the other cup's milk. Have you all seen that? That was the place where Guru Nanak Dev Ji refused to go. They went everywhere. They went where there were cannibals, but they refused to go to the place of falsehood. Reflecting on that, it makes me reflect on my own life and think how false. What kind of a life do I live? Is it a life of truth? Is it a life of falsehood? Then this war that's going on between truth and falsehood, where do I stand? And these Sakya of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, it's not just for our entertainment. This Kirtan isn't just songs. They're not just Geet. Gurbani tells us, Log jana hai wo Geet hai, ye to Brahma vichar. When people think this is music and this is songs, people walking past today, they're smiling, thinking, they have a nice time playing the music. This is not music. This is conversations with God. And these Sakya that we tell and these Sakya that we learn, they're not just stories. These are messages from Waheguru themselves. And it makes us reflect on where we stand. We carry the name Singh, we carry the name Kaur. But what does it mean? But beyond the meaning, what does it mean to live as a Sikh? What does it mean to live as a Sikhi, as a Kaur of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, of Guru Gobind Singh, and to be a Sikh in our whole lives? It's easy being a Sikh sometimes when everyone's there, but when there's no one around, and it's just us and our thoughts. How much of a Sikh are we then? How much of Sikh are we when the world's temptations come knocking at our door? When someone insults us, and we resort to violence or anger, and our egos get in the way, how much Sikh are we then? And that's what sometimes we've got to comprehend with these Sakya. And that's what we've got to learn and take away. If we're Sikh of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, we've got to leave our irka, nindya, jealousy, anger, lust at the door and come as slaves to his feet. I'm going to bow down at Guruji's feet and really say to Guruji, like, make this your sin. I was talking to a brother today, and he was talking about ardas. Now, how do I do ardas? What's ardas? And he said, one day I'm going to learn the ardas. And I said to him, don't worry, you'll learn the ardas. You'll learn the words, but the true ardas is from your heart. Stand before the Guru and speak your heart. And we can all do this every day. We can stand before the Guru. We can say in whatever language you speak and say, Guruji, make it yours. Guruji, show us the way. Guruji, take us away from this irka, take us away from this world. This world's fake, this world's false. Show us the truth. Show us your speak. And as we're standing on stones, so this is a patthar, a rock. Our mind is like this rock. And there's a Sakhi. One more Sakhi, then I'll finish. There's a Sakhi of a Sikh called Jagga Singh. And he'd always be in Guruji's Darbar, Guru Gobind Singh's Darbar. And he's always doing seva. And he's in love, he's in Anand. He's serving the Guru, he's always smiling. And the other Sikhs who've been around for a long time kind of saw this and they got a bit vexed, they got a bit jealous. And I kind of said to him, yo, chill out. It's day one for you. You've only been here a few weeks. Calm down. We've been here for years. We're the OGs, we're the veterans here. We know what's happening. Relax yourself and stay in your lane. Don't get too gassed. Don't be at the front trying to do everything. But he had that jar that I'm going to be at the front. Guruji asked something, he'd get up and he'd run. So one day, they pulled him to the side and they let it rip and they told him, yo, chill out. And they ripped him, they were cussing him and putting him in his place, insulting him, trying to make him feel small. So he backs off a bit. And the next day, he was just as excited, just as happy with Guruji's Darbar. But Guruji calls him close and says, what have the Sikh saying to you? What have they said to you? And he goes, Maharaj, no one said anything to me. How can anyone say anything to me? I'm in love with you. All I care about is you. And Maharaj was like, no, people have been saying stuff to you. Tell me what they've been saying. But Jagga Singh didn't say anything. He just stayed in his Anand. But Maharaj wanted to teach all the Sikh a lesson. The Sikh like me, who were doing irka and jealousy, he wanted to show them something. So, on that day in the Divan, he calls the Sikh to bring a bata, an iron cauldron, an iron bowl. And in that iron bowl, he puts one patthar, one stone like this, and he puts potasse, sugar crystals. Same like we have at Amritsar, they have their sugar crystals in this stone. And Maharaj put one stone and then one potasse into this bowl, and then pours water, and then he sets it to a side. And then they continue doing their vichar, they continue talking battle tactics. People are coming to visit the Guru, getting their ardasa done. Then after a bit, Maharaj, Guru Gobind Singh says, bring me the bata. And as they bring the bata, he says, get the patthar out, get the rock, the stone out, and get the patasa out. The Sikh reaches in, he grabs the patthar out, it's like this, exactly the same. But he said, Maharaj, maaf karna, I can't get the patasa out, sugar crystal out. It's dissolved and it's become one with the water. And Maharaj goes, Dekho, look. When you come into the Guru's house, when you come into the Guru's Sangat, you've got to come sweetly, like Matasa, like the sugar crystal. Your mind and heart's got to be like that. And when you come into the Sangat, you dissolve and become one with the Sangat. If you come with your own preconceptions, and you know better, and that my way is the best way, and you come and your mind and heart is like a stone, you'll remain a stone. And Guruji is showing here now that those Sikh who've been here for many years, they're still like patthar. They still have that saying, ahankar and ego and ego. But those who come with an open heart and love, they dissolve into the Sangat and then come one with me. For us to become one with the Guru, we've got to do the same. We've got to come with love. We've got to come with an open heart and treat each other with the love that we deserve. And I just do ardas for all of us, that may Maharaj keep us on this path, keep us closer, keep us walking, and no matter what comes, that we stay on this path and keep moving forward, and we help each other, and we love each other. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ
ਔਰ ਇੱਕ ਜਾਵੇ ਨਾ ਹਾਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਮਰਦਾਨਾ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਧਿਆਵੇ
There's one thing that I think we can all do going forward. Tell me one day out of the year where you think everybody, even your long lost Masi, Chache, Tae, De Munde, they come to the Gurdwara. One day in October, November. Anybody think of a day? What day? Manu sunda nahi yaar. Bandi Shor Diwali day? Yeah? Everybody know what that is? Everybody been to the Gurdwara? Can I give you a seva? I came all the way from Canada, America, Tonwa seva dene vaste. Okay, what day? Bandi Shor. What are you doing that evening? Oh, you're going to be at Gurdwara Sahib, yeah? Okay, what are you doing at the Gurdwara? Huh? Patakke dikhane? Barfi khani? Oh, chalo, wo bhi shak liyo. Guru Gobind Maharaj ji aaye ya sade kare kyun nahi? Why wouldn't we? But there's one thing you can do is you can grab these leaflets, stand at whatever Gurdwara you're at, and just hand them out. Stand at the queue where people are coming and going out of the darbar. Can you guys help our seva with that? Yes? Okay, put your hand up if you are visualizing a Gurdwara you're going to be at this Diwali. Bakiyan ne ki movie dekhan jana?
Hands straight up, no elbows, come on.
Who's going to be at a Gurdwara this Diwali? Yeah? For those of you, I can't stress this enough. Maybe some of you have come into Sikhi and joined Seva through this little piece of paper. There are thousands and thousands of people outside of the UK and Africa, all the way in Brazil, all the way in Canada, North America, New Mexico, jithe vi dekho. This little piece of paper has done wonders. Bhai Jigraj Singh ne bahut vadi ke seva kar diti hai, where they've condensed huge topics and philosophies, condensed it down to here. Tejinder Singh and I and Hukum Singh and a few others, we were just doing prachar here. What is that going on? Simran Chandra, but Simran, this God's name. Acha, what is that for? Acha, duniya de dukh dur karne vaste. Why don't you join us? Kende theek hai, we're with our family now. Here's the khajana on this website right here. Why don't you go and listen to Simran? Kende kahiye ne kya hone si da ke I'm going to play it in my car right now. Ki pata kithe tu tak pahunch jana. So all I ask for you is to use these leaflets. You all have a jimmewari to help us in our jung. What is our jung against? Algorithms, websites, TikTok dancers, prank videos. But if you help push our prachar, maybe you might think I can't do the prachar. Tusi aap dekh bhi sakte hain. You guys can learn from all of the websites and the resources online, and you guys can help us push it. Get everybody in the UK to know what basics of Sikhi and the resources there are there. Does that sound cool? Everybody okay to help with that? You guys can reach out to Bhai Sukhdeep Singh, Kal Singh, Baban Singh, Karmveer Singh on where to get these. You can print these on our website, or so you can download them. There's even an app where you can get them. I can't stress this enough on how important this little piece of paper is. So thank you. Saaryan da bahut dhannawad. Tusi kinne duroo chal ke aaye hain. It's such a blessing to be able to sit here, looking at the French across the sea, watching in the movies when they're about to attack and we'll fight back. But thank you so much, Bhai Man Singh ji da saaryan da vidwana da dhannawad. Te tusi ithe tak pahunche hain. Bhulna chikan di khema. Waheguru ji ka khalsa. Waheguru ji.
एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख मेरे को मेरे बैर कारी अतुल सदा गुर प्रसाद जप आप सच जुगाड़ सच मैं भी सच नानक होसी भी सच बोले सोने हाल सत श्री अकाल
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So now we're back on the road, not so much the road, more like the path on the cliff edge, and we've just finished off with some Simran and climbing the stairs to get back onto the path and going on, I think what's left of 2 hours? About? Around about 2-hour walk. And so far it's been amazing. We just sat down and done some beautiful Simran together, and what was most amazing about it was that all the passers-by, everyone else that was around here was looking at us thinking, what is going on? At first they would go and smile, right, and think, oh, this is funny,
But then they would get to a point where they're feeling a bit at ease because they could hear the Simran that was going on. It just shows you the power of Maharaj's Bani, Maharaj's Simran, and like what can be achieved with it. How many Juns, how many souls would have just been received so much kirpa just by seeing the Sangat, let alone hearing the Bani, the Simran that Maharaj has blessed us with. And that's just a big seva in itself. We're nothing, we're just like Humku karte tere darbar. We're just here to, like, you know, we just shout as much as we can so that Maharaj hears us, Alongside it, other people hear it as well. And we were just one of the moments that we had down there. There was a like she wasn't a Sikh, like she was from a Christian background. She was walking her dog along the beach, and as she was walking her dog along the beach, she heard the Simran, and she just stayed standing there, and she was like cheekily, if you want, trying to record us. No problem with it whatsoever. She recorded us, and that was all beautiful, right? And then she just sat down, and one of our Sevadar, Hukum Singh, started doing some prachar, speaking to them.
Beach prachar.
Some beach, yeah, not street prachar, beach prachar. New videos coming out soon. YouTube /BoS Sikhi. Check it out, yeah. And he was doing some beach prachar, and as he was sitting there doing prachar, I walked over as well, and we got to speak to them, and they were saying how they just sat there because they could hear the Simran. So they just wanted to sit down and listen to it, and that it was so peaceful. They felt a bit wary about coming up and sitting with us, but then we reassured us, said, look, you're more than welcome to, like the Guru's Darbar, even though it doesn't look like the Guru's Darbar, Maharaj was Pargat there, Guru Nanak Dev Ji was with us. That became the Guru's Darbar, and anyone is welcome to come and join in, So now we're just going to speak to some of the Sangha that are here. Bhai Sahib Ji, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. What's your name, Singh?
Gagan Singh Ji.
Gagan Singh. How are you finding it? How are you finding the walk?
The walk so far has been amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
Firstly, what you done to my bag, bro?
Oh no!
Cool.
So we've got our main camera guy, right? And he's entrusted his bag to someone.
Yeah.
And I think it's gone a bit pear-shaped.
That's right.
but we got a wipe. We're gonna sort that out.
Yeah. No big deal.
So Viji, tell me, like, what's the highlight so far for you?
The highlight so far has just been the walk, really. You know. Doing vichars and we're walking, seeing, the creation and linking it to, like, Gurbani and Panktiyas and Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, the vichar and also the Simran that we just did now, the Katha. I think that was a highlight.
I think it's just nice being in and amongst the Sangat,
Yes.
like just being amongst everyone.
Yeah, because the Sangat, the energy is just like is amplified,
Yeah.
So you can feel like the Anand and the Ras, that Maharaj keeps talking about a lot more. So
I see you got that's a Cow Singh using his voice as usual. He's very good at it. Sometimes quite annoying. Don't tell him I said that. Cow Singh, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I see you got a Singh's Camp hoodie on.
Yeah.
How was that? Did you go to Singh's Camp?
Yeah, it was actually my first ever camp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
what did it feel like? What did it feel like being at Singh's Camp? Like just being amongst like that particular kind of Sangat,
It was the best Sangat I've ever had in my life, and it was it was just there's no words that can describe the vibe and the energy, and it was amazing. I think the highlights were definitely firstly the jung, that was amazing.
I heard you had a mock jung, that looked really cool,
Mock, I mean, someone got injured.
Well, look, it's better to get injured on the training field than it is on the actual battlefield. That's what it's all about,
Yes.
Yeah.
But making memories with your brother Singhs and seeing Maharaj, and especially the Dasam Pog, that was amazing as well.
Handy.
So many new experiences.
There was an odd Dasam Sarblo Darbar, So
and it's quite rare to see that. So
handy.
It was definitely a blessing, Maharaj Kirpa.
Yeah.
But definitely, I will never forget those days.
I found this hike really nice. I felt like it was a stroll in the park for me. But the weather was kind of great. Only at one point it started raining, and it was really nice to do kirtan on the beach. Very peaceful.
So we just ate bear food, really nice. It's some beautiful kirtan, feeling really energized to go back home. Music video being filmed here. Is that someone famous? Huh? Is that Jaggi D?
Made it.
This is Loki,
Made it.
our most famous walker of the day. How you doing,
Loki,
today? How you doing, Habib? Right?
Bro.
How was the walk, bro?
It was amazing, innit? It doesn't help that I did leg day yesterday. First leg day of my life. And, it's good, you know. This guy kept me going, knowing that he could do it. Kept me going, you know. If he can do it.
How was it like doing it with Loki?
Oh, it was wicked, you know. Like there was some like scary, like near-death experiences for him, which was, but it was wicked. Like he kept going. It was beautiful, to be honest. It was so calm. I think everyone loved it as well.
Yeah.
And I think he made everyone's trip just a little bit better as well.
100%.
तुम्हें कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो पर चाहूं सो तुम ते पाऊं सेवक सिख हमारे तारी है चुन चुन सत्र हमारे मारी है आप हाथ दे मुझे उबरिए मरण काल का त्रास न भरिए पूजो सदा हमारे पच्छा श्री अस्तुजो करे अब रक्षा मेरी तुम करो सिख उबार सिख संगरो दुष्जते उदवद उदपाता सकल मलेश करो रन कर करनी परे तिनके दुष्टकत होए मरे परग जवन पग परे तिहारे तिनके तुम संकट सब टार जो काल को एक बार त्या है ताके काल निकट न रस्तन जाय न हर हो ताके ताप तनक मोह हर रिद्ध सिद्ध कर्मो सब होई दुष्ट शास वह सके न कोई एक बार जिन तुम्हें संभारा काल पास्ते ताहे उबारा जिंदर नाम तिहारो कहा दारद दुष्ट उगते रहा कर कीत में शरण तिहारी आप हाथ दे लेहो उबारी सर्व ठोर मोह सहाई दुष्ट लोक ते लेहो बचाई कृपा करी हम पर जग माता ग्रंथ करा पूर्ण सब राता किलविक सकल दे को हरता दुष्ट दो कियं दोष है करता श्री अस्तुजा पाए दयाला पूर्ण करा ग्रंथ दा तकाला मन बांछत बोला
वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह गुरु साहिब दी किरपा A lot of the Sangatan, they said they've been saying that they haven't actually experienced traveling in this safar, you know, in a hike like this before. And just keep in mind, if you travel in this world through this journey of this life with the Sangat, from beginning to end, you'll reach the destination. The Sangat have traveled, gone to the highs and lows, through the rain, through the wind, seen the ocean, saris in the gate. But if you stay within the Sangat, you eventually will return home with the Sangat. Not only the home of this world, but the home deep within yourself. So that's something definitely that we can take out from all the Sangat Laha. Keep coming to Sangat, keep learning. ते गुरमत दा प्रचार आप सिखदे भी रहो ते सिखाउंदे भी रहो। इन्नियां बेनतियां प्रवान कर लियां। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।